what we're going to look at is a wrestling technique. Basically, you take the initiative, moving in on your opponent and stopping his actual kick or whatever it is, a punch, geri, mawashi, or whatever the technique is. You step in and you arrest it before it comes to full bloom. Okay, so from here, we'll just do a couple of light ones first. Mawashi geri, please, Jordan. Stepping in, moving towards. You have to move towards, bridge the gap. Now, the most dangerous part of mawashi geri or any technique is just before it is full bloomed. Mawashi geri up. Okay, this is one of the most dangerous parts. The leg is just a couple inches away. Then that final impact. That final impact is the one that causes the big damage. The whipping motion, bang, that final motion. So what we've got to try and do here is, instead of doing like a key-on type of block, we're hawanoki, kicking, and stepping back and trying to block this way, what we want to do is we want to stop him mid-flight. Okay, kicking this way. What this does, it actually off-balances the person and puts him in a vulnerable position. So we'll do a couple more. Hop. Again, hop. Notice both my arms are coming up for the block. I'm not trying to take on a kick with one hand. I'm using two. Lessens the blow to the body, and I'm turning my actual arms inwards, not taking it on this part here, where it's easily broken, but I'm taking it on this part as I'm rolling forward, blocking. So we'll do a couple more. Hop. Again. Hop. After I've blocked, hands up, impossible for him, because my blocking is back here, impossible for him to strike me, okay? He's got no power, he's off balance. All he's worrying about is his landing, okay? When he's on one leg, and this is for every kick, this is why it's so important, especially if you're doing snap kicks, to make sure that you pull that leg back. He's got no balance. When you're on one leg, you're so vulnerable. I can come through after this one and do a takedown this way. Okay, so we're going to do a couple more with speed, and I'll show you the effect that this can cause. Okay. Hop. I can get in close to the person. Hop. Hop. One more. Hop. Okay. After attack here, one more mawashi geri. After attack here, bouncing off, striking with elbow, what we call age uke in Shotokan. Okay. He's going to try and kick me Jordan, okay, or even Chudan. I want to draw him out. I want to be able to, I want for his mind to switch on and go, here's my opportunity. He knows that I fight with my left foot forward. Normal, typical Shotokan stance. This is me. A lot of people, when they're fighting, they'll switch, but they don't do anything. This is a vulnerable position to be attacked in. This is where you switch here, you don't do anything, this person can take the initiative and then attack you. Nice, yes. Okay, this is a very dangerous position to put yourself in. But if you think past that, you want to give him the opportunity, seize the opportunity to deliver a technique, his favourite technique. His favourite technique for this one, Jordan mawashi geri. As soon as I'll just walk through this first one, John, and then we'll do some quicker ones for them. Okay. My idea is I'm going fishing. I'm drawing in. So I've turned. His favourite technique now is mawashi geri Jordan. I'm on an open side. Very hard for me to actually block. But this is what I want. I want to draw him in. I want him to use his favourite technique, and then I want to counter. So he does mawashi geri. This is opportunity for me. Moving in. This is what we call a passing technique, where we're passing one technique to the next person. It's not really a deflection. I'm not really deflecting it. I'm passing on. I'm taking his technique and I'm delivering another technique back to this person. I also, if he's doing a mawashi geri, from here, if I've jumped in this position, mawashi geri, I can then use another technique on him. Okay? So this is a drawing technique. Draw him out. Mawashi geri, spinning application, spinning in, shuto Jordan. Okay? So these are just some of the little things you can do. So remember, if you swap to the other side, which is not your favourite, ensure that it's for a reason. Okay, hop. We know, we've studied our opponent, we know that our opponent loves mawashi geri. This is his favourite technique, okay? He's the king of mawashi geri. So what we want to do is we want to draw into delivering this technique. To do this, he would prefer to kick mawashi geri if I was this side, okay? If I change sides. If I change this side, then he can do chudan, or if he wants, he can do jodan. Okay? This is what we want. We want to draw him into false sense of security. This is his favourite technique. I've then swapped over. I'm not naturally a right man stance. I'm always left. This is my favourite, unless I'm delivering a couple of other favourite techniques of mine as well. But we're now in a position for him to use his favourite technique on me. And this is where passing comes in. He's going to give me a technique at the same time he's committed, kicking mawashi geri. At the same time he's committed, I then let loose with my favourite technique. Okay? So that's the whole idea about the swapping. Okay, this is a vulnerable position for me. He likes it. We'll just do one, just kicking Jordan with a deflection. And I'm then using a spinning application to deliver one of my techniques. The number one, if I can just get this into your head, installed into your brain, into your computer, distance is vital. As I said, kicking mawashi geri, leg up. The moment of impact, just before impact, is the most dangerous. So we need to bridge that gap between them. The movement that I'm looking for here is exactly the same as the movement before with a resting technique. It's the same. I'm moving in. After mawashi geri is being delivered, I'm moving in. I'm in this position here. My elbow's coming up to the body. Now this covers me from any sort of, if he's thinking, which he won't be thinking of punching until he's landed on the ground. Everybody thinks like this. You don't see people standing there trying to kick mawashi geri and kazamazuki. Okay, this is rubbish. No power, nothing. Okay, so we're in this position. Our elbow is up. We can attack in here as we go around. We're using a spinning motion where my back leg will come around this way. I'm just going to pivot you around like a ballerina. So coming around this way. Okay, then we can do the takedown. We're going to do a deflection on mawashi geri, but it's really a combination of 3 applications here. Arresting, deflection, and passing. Okay, so mawashi geri, remember, we're taking the initiative when it comes to arresting. So we're moving in closer to the target. Okay, we're less vulnerable for this, okay? So he kicks, we're moving in. Moving in straight away, we're capturing. Then we're gonna pass, and it's a slight deflection. What we do is once we're in this position, I have my elbow into his stomach area, I have my hand here, and then I'm going to take his momentum and my momentum spinning, and I'm gonna take him down. But from here, he's kicking mawashi geri. From here. This motion is what we're looking for. We're looking for a spinning motion. And if you build up speed, you're taking his speed, my speed, combining it. It's like 2 cars going down the highway. 100k an hour, 100k an hour, bang, 200k explosion. Okay? Exactly the same as this. Remember, when you're attempting to arrest a technique, pass a technique, deflection as well, distance is critical, okay? You have to take the initiative, you have to move, especially with an application that we're about to do now and demonstrate. It's important that I close the gap, because if I don't close the gap and I stay where I am here and I want to try and do a turning technique and throw him, impossible. Kicking, this is impossible for me to throw. Because why? We're kicking it up, leg up, okay. Here, this is like I said before in the earlier videos, this is the most dangerous part. Just 1 inch away, bang. This is it. I've got no control over that because all the energy, all the power has come to the ball of the foot. This is the most dangerous part. okay? But once the energy is still large, it's still a large object, and I'm moving in, I have to bridge that gap. For me to grab that energy in a raw mass sense before it becomes singular and to the point, I have to bridge the gap. In bridging the gap, look at my distance, kicking, I've bridged the gap, I have to move in. Don't worry about the punching, you can't punch with this. His mind is purely on here. Most people, when they're delivering a single application such as a kick, they will do a follow-up technique such as yakuzuki, kazamazuki, mawashi MP. At the very end, they've delivered the major technique. So from here, we're bridging. But as we're bridging, we're meeting him halfway, kicking, we're turning our body. We're turning as well, taking his momentum, because it's a roundhouse kick, so therefore, where is the power heading? Heading in a circular motion. And this is ideal for us to come in and capture that and do a takedown.